4,000 miles away from his bedroom in the UK, covering all your favorite sports, he's high in demand. From baseball to football, he's got every angle covered. He's gonna watch your team, even when they get smothered. It's Heisty, it is Jolly Good Takes. Introducing your host, Liam.
Hello, welcome to this live stream for game number 1 between the Giants and the Cubs, and we are ready to go straight away here as Edward Cabrera will be the pitcher for the Cubs as he throws a strike there to Casey Schmidt, but it's called a ball and it's 1-0. All right, this game was slightly delayed due to the weather in Chicago, but we are ready now. As Schmidt swings and fouls that pitch off, and it's 1-1. Taking a look. Gary Pettis will be making his debut today as the Giants' third base coach. As Schmidt is 2-1 here, he swings and fouls that pitch off, and it's 2-2. The 2-2 pitch here to Casey Schmidt is high, and it'll be a full count. So a full count here to Casey Schmidt. He swings and hits a ground ball. That ball will be straight to Dansby Swanson, who will chuck it over to Michael Bush at first base for out number 1, and that is the first out of the game. Giants, big win yesterday. They won 12-9. Almost blew it though, but they managed to hold on. As Edwin Cabrera, he will throw a changeup, sinker, curveball, four-seam fastball, and slider. His best pitch, you would say, is the changeup. As here's Rafi Devers, and Devers takes a curveball in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Devers had a good May, but not off to a good start here in June. As he swings and fouls off that changeup, a changeup at 95 miles an hour. And he's quickly behind 0-2. Pitcher for the Giants today will be Robbie Ray. But we'll get to that in a moment as Devers strikes out on a four-seam fastball there. And just like that, 2 quick outs for Cabrera. As take a look at the Cubs defense, Gold Gloves all over the place. As first pitch to Arise is a strike, and it's 0-1. Luis Arise, and 3:25. As the 0-1 pitch is inside, and it's 1-1. How long will it be before Luis Arise gets traded? Because that is what you would expect to happen. As the 1-1 pitch here to Luis Arise is a drive to right field. That ball's carrying, and that ball is into the ivy. Say Suzuki will get to it, but Arise will have a double there. So the Giants will get a runner in scoring position. So a double there for Luis Arise. As Suzuki got it as it bounced off the wall behind the ivy. And it'll be down to Willie Adames to try and drive in the run here. So he takes a slider way outside, and it's 1-0. 1-0 pitch here to Willie Adames is a cool strike on the inside corner. It actually was a ball, but he did not challenge it. And it'll be 1-1. Cabrera just came off the IL as the 1-1 pitch here is a foul ball, third base side, and it's 1-2. As Adames just wants a new bat, so he'll change his bat here. And he's going to put some pine tar on it. So there's a slight delay here in between pitches, but it is 1-2 to Willie Adames. Can the Giants win 3 in a row? As the 1-2 pitch here to Adames, Cabrera, ready to pitch, the wind up, and there's a curveball in the dirt, and it's 2-2. Adames started to turn it around at the plate. As the 2-2 pitch is a foul ball. And we'll do it again. Adames now batting 244. So 2-2 as he calls a timeout. Nothing here. Top of the first. Game slightly delayed. Cabrera in the wind-up. Cabrera ready to pitch. As a 2-2 pitch here to Adames. It's a high drive, left field. That ball is out of here, and we won't even have a look back because that is definitely gone. Home run, Willie Adames, and it's 2-0 Giants, just like that, after the rain delay. Home run, Willie Adames, and the Giants take the lead here in Chicago. 427 feet. And my fantasy team will take that as well. So 2-0 Giants here as Willie Adames hits a home run in the top of the first. As Jung-Hoo Lee swings at the first pitch, Suzuki will come in and make the catch for the third out. But the Giants actually score 2 runs thanks to the Willie Adames home run. As we go to the bottom of the first, and here on Jolly Good Takes, it is boom, boom, baseball.
When Liam streams your game, it's boom, boom, baseball. High, deep, and never coming back.
So the Giants get out to an early lead as Willie Adames, who's really heated up, hits another home run. So Robbie Ray will be the pitcher today for the Giants. We'll see if he can get himself back on track because he's had a rough last outings. Wow, quick start here for San Francisco. By graphic they were showing before the game, the wind was definitely blowing out, so it could be a high scoring game. 2-0 San Francisco. And, well, now I can be fine with you smiling, Willie, but still, your defense better be okay. So the Cubs starting lineup will look like this. It'll be Nico Horner leading off, Pete Crow-Armstrong batting second as they take it off the screen. So I'll just get it back up. Nico Horner will be batting second, Alex Bregman batting third, Seiya Suzuki will be batting fourth, Ian Happ batting fifth, Carson Kelly will be the DH today, Michael Bush will be playing first base, Miguel Amaya will be the catcher, and Dansby Swanson will be the shortstop, as Robbie Ray will be going for the Giants, as he's behind Horner here, 2-0. As 2-0 pitch here is in there for a strike, and it's 2-1. As 2-1 pitch here, Janico Horner is fouled out of play and is 2-2. As there's a foul ball and it remains 2-2. Can Robbie Ray get through more than 5 innings? Because that has been his biggest issue. Home run ball, he pitches a lot of pitches. He does not go deep into games. He's a fly ball pitcher, so could be a tough place to pitch here in Wrigley Field. As a 2-2 pitch here to Nico Horner is a high fly ball to right centre field. Lee running in. Lee will call off Gilbert as Lee and Gilbert collide into each other, but the catch will be made and not good communication out there. So Jung Hoo Lee seems a bit annoyed actually. Most important thing for the Giants was the catch was made, but they collided really hard into each other. As Gilbert was actually rocked. Here is Pete Crow-Armstrong, who was the hero last night after he actually lost the ball in the lights. As he takes a strike, he lost the ball in the lights that cost them 2 runs because it was an inside the park home run. But he made up for it as he started to get going here. 246, 331 on base, 9 home runs. As he swings and misses, sorry, and it's 0-2 here. As 0-2 pitch here is in the dirt. Slider there, and it's 1-2. Interesting. They don't care about Pete Armstrong being a lefty. They're batting him second. As there's a weak ramble to Luis Arise. Arise will come in, fire it over to Devers for the second out, and it's 2 quick outs. So 2 quick outs for Robbie Ray. Well, I shouldn't say quick outs, but 2 outs here for Robbie Ray. That'll bring up Bregman. Bregman takes outside, and it's 1-0. As on a pitch here to Bregman is a knuckle curveball in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. And one pitch here is way outside, and it's 2-1. Willie Adames with the home run. And that's how the Giants got their 2 runs. As that pitch is outside, and it's 3-1 now to Bregman. Has 3-1 pitch here to Alex Bregman. Ray fires and did not have the release point on that fastball, as that'll be a 2-out walk. And that will bring up Seiya Suzuki, is it? Yeah, Seiya Suzuki. Well, tough matchup here for Ray, as he hasn't got command of that fastball so far. Suzuki batting 243. Did not start the season on the Cubs roster as he fouls off that slider. Hanging slider there, and it's a 1-1. So it's 1-1. As there's a foul ball out of play to the right, and it's 1-2 now. So 1-2 pitch. Ray trying to get out of this inning. He fires. Suzuki fouls it off to the right again, and it's 1-2. You know, the most important part is about getting shut down innings after you score. Can Robbie Ray do that? Even though it's only the top of the first, bottom of the first even. As there's a pitch that's high, and it's 2-2. So it's 2-2 now to say Suzuki. 20 pitches so far for Robbie Ray. As that ball gets in the dirt and that ball gets by Susac, that will allow the runner to come into scoring position, and it's 3-2. Bregman. Susac's actually been pretty good defensively there, but he was unable to block that one. As that ball was in the dirt off his glove, and that'll be a wild pitch. As Suzuki fouls that pitch off again, and it's still 3-2. Three two pitch here to Suzuki is high, and that'll be the second walk for Robbie Ray. And this is what Robbie Ray's been doing all season. As here is Ian Happ. He swings and misses at the first pitch, and he's behind 0-1. As the 0-1 pitch to Happ is popped up on the infield. Devers should be able to make the catch here, as he's doing a little circle, but will make the catch. And we go to the top of the second, and it's 2-0 San Francisco, as Robbie Ray is able to get around the 2 walks there with 2 outs. So, as it is the end of the first inning, and Willie Adames hit a home run. I know I already played it, but I'm going to play it again because Willie Adames hit a home run.
When Liam streams your game, it's boom, boom, baseball. High, deep, and never coming back.
So it's 2-0 San Francisco here. So 2-0 San Francisco. Bryce Eldridge will come up to bat, and what a 2 weeks Bryce Eldridge is having. Bryce Eldridge takes a strike, change up there, and he's behind 0-1. Bryce Eldridge batting 286. As he swings and he hits a little weak infield thing. Nico Horner will make a good play there as they get Bryce Eldridge out. As I was a bit, I've got my words twisted there, but they do make the play as Bryce Eldridge goes out for now number 1 on a weak ground out. Nico Horner came charging in and flipped it to Michael Bush, and here's Matt Chapman. As Chapman takes low, and it's 1-0. There's a swing and miss by Chapman on the slider there, and it's 1-1. Nasty slider there by Cabrera. It's Chapman, oh, good change up there, and he gets a chase. There's a full count now to Matt Chapman. We'll see what Cabrera does here on the 3-2 pitch. As Chapman swings over the top of that changeup, and that is a strikeout for the second out of the inning. So I'll bring up Daniel Susak here with 2 outs. As Susak takes outside, 99 on the fastball. as there's a 1-0 pitch and it's fouled off and it's 1-1. Suzak batting 333, a 384 on base. And the count here is 1-1. Cabrera in the game, coming back from the IR. Not the nicest day here in Wrigley Field, as that one almost hit Suzak. And it's 2-1. So it's 2-1 here for Daniel Suzak as he swings over. That changeup at 95 is a nasty pitch. And it's 2-2. As Suzak's going to call a timeout here. As a 2-2 pitch is a foul ball out of play. And we'll do it again at 2-2. Friday, midday game, as Suzak fouls that pitch off again. Friday midday game in the US. Evening game here in England. There's a swing and miss on the sinker, so I believe that was two strikeouts there for the Giants. Let me go to the bottom of the second. Giants still lead though, thanks to the Willie Adames home run. And for the Cubs, it's going to be Carson Kelly, followed by Michael Bush and Miguel Amaya. Before Dansby Swanson is batting ninth, we'll see if he gets the chance to face Robbie Ray. Carson Kelly's batting 283 on the year, but just a 728 on 728 OPS. As what's going on, Spencer? How are you? Giants got out to an early lead here. Willie Adames actually, Willie Adames has heated up the last few weeks, as his bomb is the difference in the game so far. See if the Giants can win 3 in a row, take game 1 of this series. The Cubs have not been playing well. They did get a walk-off win last night, though, so maybe they have a bit of momentum. Game delayed by an hour. I don't know if there's going to be any more stoppages in the game. As we're 1 week away from the World Cup, Spencer. 1 week away. Really? Dentist on a Friday cannot be good. And I can tell the nickname the saddest. I hate going to the dentist as well. As here's Carson Kelly, he swings and misses at a curveball on the first pitch, and it's 0-1. I actually think that the game being an hour later is actually works out better timing wise. It's 11:20 start, quite early, as there's a line drive. That's a base hit up to centre field. Carson Kelly will have a leadoff single. The wind is blowing out, so I'm expecting a high scoring game. Yeah, I was looking at the weather forecast. It could be a weird series, but maybe, weirdly, the Giants could sweep it. I don't see that happening, but they are due a sweep. As there's a strike to Michael Bush. Michael Bush batting 246, a 370 on base. So that's why his OPS is quite high at 770. As Ray fires a slider on the outside, and it's even at 1-1. I mean, the last time the Giants faced all the rain was really in Philadelphia, and that couldn't have gone any worse. And actually, they were winning game one of that doubleheader 2-0 before Ryan Walker blew it in typical Ryan Walker fashion. There's a swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Ray already at 30 pitches and only got the 3 outs. As a 1-2 pitch here, it's another slider outside. This time there's no chase by Bush, and it's 2-2. As a 2-2 pitch here, slider in the dirt, and it's a full count. We'll see if the Cubs decide to send Kelly. Kelly's not got a lot of speed. Gallimaya is on deck. As full count pitch here to Michael Bush is fouled off. I'm telling you, Spencer, Robbie Ray, already at 33 pitches, is looking like another classic from him. As they're just showing today's transactions, as Carson Seymour was called up and Ramos was sent down. And they had to send that Ramos down. As a 3-2 pitch here to Bush is swung on and missed. A fastball down the middle. Michael Bush must have been sitting on the off-speed stuff, and Robbie Ray gets his first strikeout. So no more of that guy for the Giants. No more of the stupid hat. Ramos has been sent down. As here's Miguel Amaya. He takes high, and it's 1-0. We can take that off now. But that guy's gone. He did not look good in his brief stay. As that sinker is weighing to Miguel Amaya, and Robbie Ray again is struggling. So 2-0 to Miguel Amaya. 2 wins in this series would be nice. There's a strike outside. I mean, a ball outside. You can't get strikes outside. 2 wins in this series would. Yeah, I agree. I agree. You'll never complain even winning 2 out of 3 in Chicago. And they are playing bad. They were one of the hottest teams to start the year. They had 2 10-game win streaks, but they lost 10 in a row. As you said, they've lost 18 and 24. So hopefully we're catching them at the right time. As Ray did throw strikes, so it's 3-1. As Amaya pops one. Well, here's a shallow fly ball. Schmidt, can he find the ball? Can he locate it? Yes, he will make the catch for out number 2. Look, Pete Crow-Armstrong had absolute nightmare in the outfield yesterday. So if he can make a mistake, Schmidt, very possible he can make a mistake. Now it's not nighttime, so I assume the lights are on because of the weather. It can't be easy as well with all the clouds in the sky, but he made the catch. So there's 2 outs here. Yeah, they were 27-12 on May 8th. As there's a swing and a miss on a changeup. Philly was a little bit different though, Spencer, because they fired their manager. They fired Rob Thompson and then Don Mattingly did well, and he's been doing well. The Cubs, Craig Counsell's still definitely there. As Swanson takes high, and it's 1-1. Swanson, he doesn't bat for average, but he has a good bit of pop for the bottom of the lineup. Yeah, absolutely. Wrigley Field is so nice. Probably the best stadium in many people's opinion. There's a ball, and it's 2-1. And as we said, as we were talking about the other day, there's no changing the names of this stadium. No sponsors will change the name. No, I've not been to Wrigley Field, Spencer. I've only ever been to the Giants Stadium. It says they swing and a miss. That's 2-2. I'm gonna try and get to Fenway this season. It is it's a personal goal of mine though to get to all 30 stadiums. As there's a foul ball and it's 2-2. But I'm gonna try and go Fenway this year. I like to go PNC Park as well. I think San Diego as well. Just the atmosphere in San Diego would be nice. As it's 2-2 here to Dansby Swanson. He hits a high pop-up on the infield. Devers going back will make the catch for out number 1. For out number 3, sorry. And that will end the inning. So Ray, it's not been the prettiest start for Robbie Ray, but he's got the job done without giving up a run so far. Yeah, the thing with San Diego is I like the vibe in San Diego. Feels like a good vibe place. In terms of it compares nothing to PNC and Fenway and Wrigley, but the vibe, it seems great. Oh, really? Under the overhang and you couldn't see the balls on pop-ups. That must be a nightmare. You just gotta watch the outfielder or the infielder take circles. Oh, where's it? Where is it? Oh, it's dropped. But no, as you said, ticket prices should be relatively cheap with how crap the Giants and the Red Sox are. Gaslamp District. Okay. So for the Giants, it's gonna be Drew Gilbert, and then the top of the lineup is Schmidt and Devers. Eduardo, is it Eduardo? Edward Cabrera. He's got this nasty changeup, so I'm shocked the Giants have actually scored runs off of him. I'd love to sit. I cr- like, well, I'd like to do one game in the Green Monster as Gilbert takes low. I'd like to do a game in right field and then a game near one of the dugouts. It'd be quite cool. They have the Ted Williams seat there, don't they, at Fenway Park? I have no idea what the prices are for the Ted Williams seat. I imagine it's pretty expensive, but that would be cool to sit there. As it's 2-0 here to Drew Gilbert. As Gilbert takes a strike at the top of the zone. Cabrera took a bit off of that one to get the strike. Gilbert, as he checks his swing, did he go? He did. And it's 2-2. Gilbert batting 236. He's a respectable ninth place hitter. He's 25 years old, 664 OPS. Like, it's is it great? No, but it's fine. As he strikes out on a changeup, perfect changeup there, front number one. You'd like more, but maybe it will take time for him. He's, as I said, he's only 25. I always go to a place called Dick's Last Resort when I was there. They treat people like crap on purpose. Ah, I've seen there's places like that in the UK where they'll just shove food, they'll throw it to your table, they'll slam it on the table as well. They'll stick fingers up at people. Yeah, I think a swings and misses and it's 1-on-1. I think that does work. The PR on that does work sometimes. Lots of people go in and film it. As there's a foul ball and it's 1-2. I don't know how I'd feel if they started treating me like crap. If you go, you always go there, so you must think it's pretty funny. I don't know. I've never experienced it. I assume if you go with a few people, it'd be a good laugh though. As 1-2 pitch to Schmidt. He's swung on a missed. Curveball there for the second out. Now you get some snobby British people. There's some bad parts of Britain, though I get your point. Because the stereotype is we're all nice chaps and folks. As the picture Devers is outside. Devers is down to 239. Um, I see he swings and fouls that one off, and it's 1-on-1. Eric last night on the show was saying, "Oh, Devers, look what he did in May. Oh, he's fine. He's the guy's batting 239, even with what he did in May. I mean, come on." As the 1-1 pitch, Devers is a strike. Like he's batting 239 on the year. Um, what is it called? It's called Karen's Dinner, I believe. As their 2-2 pitch is grounded, and that'll be the third out. As Devers, his start to the June has been pretty awful. Yeah, Karen's Dinner, it's called. Obviously, after the bloody whole Karen meme where they're twats. And so they've named it Karen's Dinner because a bunch of Karens. Although I actually think Karen's Dinner may no longer exist. I think it may they may have closed all their shops in the UK. So, clearly it didn't work over here. So as you said, Brits didn't like it. Interesting concept. So it's 2-0 Giants here at Wrigley Field. Actually, whenever I think of Wrigley Field, I think of, Brentford's old stadium, actually. Just a stadium in the middle of, a bunch of houses, basically. As, this will be the first out of 2 times we play Chicago in the next 3 series, as we play them the second part of the homestand as that pitch, Horner is fouled off and it's 0-1. Uh, you know what is a joke, Spencer? I don't know if you know this, you probably do, but, after this pitch, I will say it as a ground ball to Matt Chapman. Chapman fires it over to Devers for the first down. Here, they were just showing people drinking beer in the crowd. Well, here at football matches, you're not allowed to bring beer into the stands. You have to, you have to drink it, um, well, on the inside. I don't actually know the name of what I'd call that, but you're not allowed to bring it. You're not allowed to watch the game and drink. You have to stand, stand next to the shop, the bar. It's 0-1 here to Pete Crow-Armstrong. There's a swing and a miss. It's 0-2. And what a joke it is that you can't you can't watch a game of football and drink when you're at the game. Yeah. So Anfield, there are a lot of homes around. It depends stadium by stadium. So our new stadium, there's a few apartments, but not like proper housing. Uh, the Etihad, there's nothing around. The Emirates, there is housing. There's also quite a big area around the stadium, but there are houses. Same with Tottenham. Lots of housing, but it's quite a big outside area. As it's 2-2 here to Pete Armstrong. He takes high. It's a full count. West Ham, the the London Stadium is there's nothing around it. Oh yeah, it really is the empty had. As there's a walk for Pete Armstrong. Yeah, the Manchester City area, I'm not a fan of. It's in the annoying part of Manchester as well. It's here's Bregman. Bregman swings at the first pitch. He hits a drive. Gilbert went back. He now comes in. He'll make the catch though for a second down. And Pete Armstrong will head back to first base. See, I've not been to their new stadium, so I can't comment. But I mean, it is on a dock, so you are probably right. Anfield's a bit weird because it's Anfield. There's a park on one side, and then on the other side, it's housing. Everton's old ground, it was a bunch of housing, as that pitch is outside to Suzuki, who walked in the first. It does look very nice. Um, at least you admitted that. There's a pick of attempt, but Pete Crow-Armstrong's back safely. Um, but when you go to Anfield, you can actually see. You can see. You could have seen Goodison Park even from Anfield. Now you can't see the new stadium as it's 2-0 here. But yeah, West Ham is like the middle of nowhere. That stadium is the worst stadium. I'm happy they got relegated, even though I wanted Tottenham to. As it's 2-1. I did not know that. Did not. Interesting fact. I'm not gonna lie, Spencer. The Scouse accent is very, very funny. Whenever I go to Liverpool, I try not to laugh. As it's 3-1 here to Suzuki. It's like Ray does not want to picture Suzuki. I see fires low. That's another walk. How many walks is that for Ray already? The fourth walk issued by Robbie Ray, because that's all he does. He's already at 59 pitches, so he's going to get 60 at least to get through three. This is Ian Happ. Ian Happ popped out last time. As the 0 pitch is a swing and a miss. It's 0-1. You know, one of the things for me about baseball that makes it so good, as the 0-1 pitch here by Robbie Ray, as they're going to throw back to Pete Crow-Armstrong at second, but he's not in time. The thing about baseball is every stadium has its own personality, right? And that's what I love about it so much. As that one's fouled off. Upton Park, as you said, looked like a castle. Um, Upton Park was way better than what they're in now. If you ask every fan, as the O2 pitch is high, they would 100% want West Ham to go back to Upton Park. As a 1-2 pitch here to Ian Happ. Swing and a miss on the change up there. So good change up there by Robbie Ray. He's riding his luck a bit with all these walks, but somehow we're going to go to the top of the fourth, and it's 2-0. Yeah, it's a bit tough. Oh, Spencer, I don't know. They're both difficult. The Scottish. It just depends where in Scotland they come from, but sometimes that can be really hard. But the Scouse is just like a big joke, whereas the Scottish accent to me is just so ugly. I, uh, I cannot do accents either. I would come on here. All I can, think of with Scouse is when they're like, I can't even do it. I'm not I'm not doing the accent, I'm sorry. "See you, Marty." That's the best I've got, but "Explain the world," that's pretty Irish. Can do an Irish accent, but that's about it. Scottish one, I don't like Scotland. I don't wanna be associated with the Scots. So Louisa Rice, who doubled last time up, is gonna lead off the inning for the Giants, and then Willie Adames, who hit the home run, as Cabrera fires outside, and it's 1-0. Top of the 4th here, the Giants winning 2-0, as there's a strike, and it's 1-1. Arise was taking all the way, as Arise takes the low. 2-1 pitch here to Luis Arise, the line drive at the middle for a base hit, as, forgot to change how many base runners were on, but it's a runner at first in, no outs, and that'll bring up Willie Adames. Yeah, Spence, you gotta watch out there. Horrible last name. No, I'm only joking. As, Adames takes a strike there, and it's 0-1. The only time I like the Scottish is, when it's the Olympics and we're Team GB. Only time I'll ever cheer on the Scottish. As there's a, ball in the dirt. Yeah. White Hart Lane, um, may have been three-point lane for you guys, but not for us, though we rarely played there. I think White Hart Lane looked nice. I think their new stadium looks nice as a diamond swings and misses, and it's 1 and 2. That's, the cool thing, about the new stadium was they built it basically right on top of the other stadium. So if you actually go in the new stadium, you can see where the center circle was. As there's a pick of attempt, but rises back safely. They have a little plaque on the floor that says, "This is the center circle of White Hart Lane," which I think is pretty cool. As 1-2 here to Adamas is in the dirt, and it's 2 and 2. And Anfield has the old style look, which is the coolest thing. All these new stadiums are all like an oval shape. Anfield, it's kind of got just the typical four stands as the Dharma takes inside, and it's a full count. It's got the four stands because most grounds have just four separate stands, and then big floodlights um, in each corner. As a 3-2 pitch here to Willie Adames. is way inside, and that'll be a walk. So Anfield, it doesn't have the big floodlights, but it's kind of got the four separate stands. But they've done a better job of kind of putting them together, if that makes any sense, Spencer. So it's kind of it. Well, it is old fashioned, but they keep renovating it to make it bigger and to make it look nicer. I tell you though, the security around bloody Liverpool Stadium when we went was bloody useless. They told us to go the complete wrong way. As the rain is falling here in Chicago. Why does it seem like every time it's raining, Jung Hoo Lee's always the one batting? As the area pitch here to Lee is low, and it's a 1-0. Yeah, they told us that we were running a bit late for the game, and we were like, "Which is the quickest way to the ground?" They told us go to the right. Now it's not the first time I've been, so I convinced me and my dad as Lee hits a foul ball. I think it's left, so we went left instead, and left was way quicker. So you got to fix your people. Really, that's nice. That's cool. There's 1-1 pitch here to Jung Hoo Lee. It's fouled, and it's 1-2. I think all old stadiums should have a plaque leaving it, so you can remember where it was. So it's 1-2 here to Jung Hoo Lee. Jung Hoo Lee, probably the Giants' hottest hitter, him or Bryce Eldridge. As Lee swings at a curveball there in the dirt and he strikes out. See, I don't Spencer, your knowledge, how you know all of this about football and you know about the plaque in Bloomington. It says Bryce Eldridge. It's impressive. Bryce Eldridge averages 4.7 pitches per plate appearance. Although he swings at the first pitch, that's off of Cabrera, and that will be an infield single for Bryce Eldridge. He averages over four pitches per plate appearances, but he swings first pitch there. He will have an infield single, and it'll be bases loaded. That would have been a tailor-made double play as well, as it's actually went through Cabrera's legs and off his glove. Ah, you've been there. That would explain a lot. As Chapman takes a down low, and it's 1-0. How many, how many states have you been to over there, Spencer? As the 1-0 pitch to Matt Chapman is a drive to centre field. That ball, is it gonna be in the gap? It is going to be out of here. Grand slam, Matt Chapman. And the Giants are winning 6-0 as they lead the league in grand slams. That's number 6. Woo! Grand slam, Matt Chapman. 6-0 Giants in the rain here. As Chapman is loving it. And that is what we like to see. And you know what? I normally wait till the end of the inning, but we're going to play the home run song here right now.
When Liam streams your game, it's boom, boom, baseball. High, deep, and never coming back.
So 6-0 here. Yeah, you're correct. You know what? Rain games, I love it when it rains. As Suzak takes a strike. So the ground ball by Eldridge, which would have been a double play, the Giants catch a bit of luck, and then Chapman hits a grand slam as that one's low, and it's uh 2-1. I wouldn't mind if the umpire here can just call a few more strikes here. Let's get this game done. As the 1-1 pitch there to Suzak is a ground ball. Bregman will fire it over to first base. I think the wind must have helped carry that ball for Chapman. I thought it was going to be a double there in the gap, and it just snuck into that basket above the ivy they have. So that's back-to-back days with a grand slam. The Giants actually lead baseball with 6 grand slams. Crazy. As Gilbert takes a called strike, and it's 0-1. As Gilbert hits a ground ball, that's going to be a base hit for Drew Gilbert. So Gilbert gets a 2-out hit there. Well, Giants offense is having no issues so far. It's their pitching. So Chapman now, is Chapman going to start turning it around? I mean, it all feels like it's coming too late for the Giants, though. 6 grand slams, yeah, the most in the major leagues, as they show that graphic. So here's Casey Schmidt as a you said around 30 states. That is a lot. As that's outside, it's one though. 30 different states. Is there any state that you have not been to that you would like to go to? Schmidt fouls that one off. There's 1-1 here to Casey Schmidt. There's a pick of attempt and Gilbert is back safely. So 1-1. The Giants are up 6-0. Adamas and Chapman, two players on the big contract, actually performed. As that pitch is way inside. So Cabrera as sorry. You like to go to Alaska. I was thinking that. I've seen one of the trains in Alaska, which looks amazing. As it's 3-1 to Schmidt. Some of the scenery in Alaska is really cool. So it's 3-1 here to Casey Schmidt. He fouls that one off. The Giants, can they add on again? Full count. The runner will be in motion. Gilbert will be going. As a pitch here to Schmidt. It's a drive to left field. That ball is going to be out of here. And it's another home run for the Giants. Casey Schmidt has done it again. 8-0. And we're going to have a party here in the rain. Casey Schmidt's been the Giants' best hitter here, and it's another home run, 8-0. Woo! Play this song again because it's raining home runs here in San Francisco, in Chicago.
When Liam streams your game, it's boom, boom, baseball. High, deep, and never coming back.
And you know what, Spencer? I was able to get Casey Schmidt in fantasy as well. A little bit later, as Devers almost got hit there, and Devers is looking at Cabrera like, "Whoa, was that on purpose?" As Tingler there in the dugout is was shouting something there. So 8-0 San Francisco. As Devers takes low, and it's 2-0. Well, it's Giants actually scoring 8 runs off Edward Cabrera. You know, he's in my fantasy team, but I put him on the bench. I didn't put him in today. I'm gonna drop him. Devers hits a base hit there to right field. So the Giants are gonna bat around here. I think they already batted around, in fairness. Well, Giants offense, this is what we thought we were gonna see. It's a shame the pitching staff is gonna let them down as Arise takes a timeout. Actually, maybe now we have batted around because I think Arise may have led off with a single, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so we're gonna get a pitching change here. You're right, roll out the cage because it is batting practice out there. And you assume they'll bring in some of their weaker pitchers. If it starts raining, if you just get through 5 and then let the gods open up the heavens, let the rain fall, we'll take the win. Hopefully Ray can get through 5, we don't need to use a bullpen, and that's a win-win. So 3 home runs for the Giants early here. 8-0. Now, they were up 9 against the Brewers, and they almost blew that one. As yet, Arsenal's our ground. Yeah. The old grounds in general looked, nicer, but there's a reason they have to build these new stadiums, right? It's because the facilities are just not good enough, and as these clubs get bigger, they've gotta increase capacity. Yeah. That's the shame thing, this lineup, it has a lot of potential. As Phil Maton comes into the game. I'm gonna call him Phil because I can't pronounce his second name. He fires a strike to, Arise. As Arise takes in the dirt there, way in the dirt. Arise there, kind of as the ball bounces the dirt, it must have flicked up in his face because, he was holding his eye as he swings at a sinker, and it's 1 and 2. So, they've had to put the cage away now with the with a new pitcher, unless the Giants score off him. As a rise swings and fouls that one to right as the sun is coming out here. This road trip, the Giants batted 340. Crazy. As a rise fouls off the pitch again. So 1-2 here to Luis Arise. There's a line drive. That one is a bit too weakly hit, so Bregman will be able to get to it. He'll fire it over. And that will in the inning. The Giants score 6. 2 home runs, including a home run, a grand slam by Matt frickin' Chapman.
When Liam streams, you game it. Boom, boom, baseball. High, deep, and never coming back.
So I mean, I'm utilizing that song quite a lot today, which is a nice change. As you're right about obviously the Hillsborough disaster, and just too many fans in the standing area, and loads of people lost their lives getting crushed. And that basically made a change in all of football where you have to get rid of standing unless you have something called safe standing, where you have seats and bars, so you can still do that. But that's actually why Brentford had to move out their old stadium because they had a standing area and it would not go with Premier League regulations, so they had to build a new stadium to get into the Premier League. But they have safe standing, which yeah, that's in most stadiums. But no, that was a tragedy. But as for your comment about we should play more road games, well, with the way this team is built, yeah, 'cause the team's not built on pitching and defense; it's built on bloody offense, which does not suit Oracle Park. Yep, I've been to Hillsborough. They they were having Sheffield Wednesday having a tough time, but they did get good news at the end of the year as they've been taken over by new owners. So hopefully for them, things will start to trend up. As here's Robbie Ray. He throws a strike to Carson Kelly. So 0-1 here to Carson Kelly. There's a swing and a miss on the changeup. Good changeup there. Yeah. Hopefully we never see anything like that ever again. There's a foul ball. Yep. As Kelly takes low. Obviously, obviously it's not a nice chant at all. as 2-2 pitch. Yeah, sorry. Thank you, Spencer, for keeping me on it. I'm getting carried away with all the home runs here. So 3-2 pitch here is swung on a miss for a strikeout there. So there will be no runner at first. It'll be out number one. 70 pitches so far for Ray. That was a good change up though. As the 0-0 pitch here is inside to Michael Bush. That pitch is inside again, and it's 2-0, and Robbie Ray. So many three ball counts. Don't know what's happened to Robbie Ray. As it's 2-0, pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 2-1. Yep. When you got an 8-run lead, there's no excuse not to be throwing strikes. As 3-1 pitch is swung on a miss, slider there. So what you gotta do, Robbie, just throw throw some strikes as you're right. 5 more outs. Hopefully it's about to be 4. As 3-2 pitch, it's a walk. Come on, Robbie Ray. The 5th walk issued by Robbie already. I mean, you're just not gonna have success if you keep doing this. Yeah, challenge them. If you got an 8-run lead, throw it down the middle of the plate, please. As there's a swing and a miss by Amaya, and it's 0-1. Yep. Spencer, you're bang on with everything you're saying. As that one's in the dirt, and it's 0-1. Double play would be nice, but Robbie Ray is just not the type of pitcher that gets double plays. As it's 1-1. 1-2, sorry now. To Amaya. 1-2 pitch is swung on and fouled. Is Robbie Ray Spencer going to get through 5 innings here? It's not looking like it. Unless he gets double play, as he said. Already at 80 pitches through 3 and a third. 80 pitches, 3 and a third. Are you joking? As the 1-2 pitch is a fouled again. Um, it can vary due to traffic, but it's probably 2.5 to 3-hour drive, somewhere around there. So it's not far at all, really. God, 82 pitches and just the 10 outs for Robbie Ray. As the 1-2 pitch here. To Amaya is swung and a miss in the dirt for the second out. There you go, Robbie. Somehow, Robbie Ray is getting through this. Slowly, but he's getting through it. Oh, yeah. 2.5 hours is fine. That really doesn't bother me. As 1-0 pitch to Swanson is a ground ball to Matt Chapman. Matt Chapman fire it over to second to get the quick out, and that will end the inning. So that would have been a double play ball, but with there already being 2 outs, we'll go to the top of the fifth. 3 more outs for this game to be official. Somehow Robbie Ray is getting through this. Probably more luck than skill, but he's getting through it. So there's no one on base as well. Should make that correction. Giants are actually not boring to watch so far. The last 3 games. The series in Colorado was fun as well, even though they're at 2 out of 3. Are they a good team? No. Their pitching sucks, but if they're bad, hopefully their offense can just provide some entertaining games. So, Willie Adams will lead off the inning for the Giants as he takes a strike and it's 0-1. Maton will stay in the game as he fires outside. 1-1. Don't know how long the rain is going to stay away. As the Giants takes just outside and it's 2-1. 2-1 pitch to Adames is fouled off the catcher. His mask comes flying off. Adames got the scoring started in the top of the first when he hit a 2-run home run. Matt Chapman then in the top of the fourth hit a grand slam, and that was followed by Casey Schmidt with a grand slam. Yeah, 2-2 count. A 2-2 pitch to Willie Adames is way outside. Um, and you'd think he would never swing at that, but we've seen some bad swings from Adames. Okay, so it's a full count to Willie Adames. And there is a late emergency swing there by Adames, and he fouls it off and he stays alive. So we'll do it again. Full count pitch to Adames. That's high and in, and that'll be a walk. So look, it's funny what happens. You hit home runs, they start to walk you. Almost like a correlation. Oh, we can actually hit now, and now they have to fear you. As Lee takes a strike down the middle. Only shock is that Lee is 0 for 2. He's got to join in on the action. So he takes outside, and it's a 1-1. And what happens when you walk? Just pitchers get in stress. It just puts more stress. Pitchers get in the stretch, which puts more stress on them, which can lead to more mistakes, is what I was trying to say. So there's a straight strike on the outside corner. It's a 1-2 here to Jung-Hoo. As Lee hits a drive, that's fair. That one's going to get to the corner. As Seiya Suzuki gets to the ball, he will fire it in. Adames get to third. Lee will get to second, and that's a double for Jung-Hoo Lee. And the Giants are threatening again here. They're gonna they're gonna make me have to readjust the scoreboard again, really. And Bryce Eldridge is coming up as well. So an opportunity here for Bryce. Eldridge takes a strike on the outside corner. Eldridge is 1 for 2 today. Actually got a bit of luck, but he'll take it. Lee on a 13-game hitting streak. As Eldridge swings and misses that. It's 0-2 on a cutter there. So 0-2 here to Bryce. Can he drive in another run? 0-2 pitch. The wind up, the pitch is swung and a miss. Eldridge not happy with himself there. Will strike out for out number 1. And Eldridge, who has really not been striking out much recently, strikes out there. And Chapman, who hit a grand slam last time up, will try to add on some more RBIs. As Chapman takes low, and it's 1-0. I think Arsenal will get Tenali and Diamonde. It'll be interesting to see who signs Diamonde. Always been linked with the top clubs, but never moved to the Premier League. As Chapman takes high, did he check his swing? Yeah, he did. So it's 2-0. Good place for centre backs though, Spencer, because they score a lot of goals, you see. As 2-0 pitch here to Chapman. Chapman, it's a high fly ball to right field. Suzuki coming in. Suzuki won't make the catch. And it's 2-1. So it's 2-1 here to Matt Chapman. Giants looking to add on. As Chapman, he looked like he swung there. He did, and it's 2-2. Now it'd be a disaster if the Giants don't score any runs. I'll be angry. Come on, runner at second and third. Probably right, Spencer. You're probably right. As Chapman with an emergency hack there. He's laughing about it because that he proper saved himself there. As 2-2 pitch here. Chapman. It's a line drive to right field. Suzuki will leap and make the catch. This will score one run though, so it's the second. It's the fifth RBI. Matt Chapman, and it's 9-0 Giants. Both runners tag as well. So 9-0 San Francisco. Yeah. Look, Chapman's is due. As Suzak, it's a ground ball to Swanson. Swanson will field it, fire it over to Bush for out number 3. And if Robbie Ray can get through this inning, that would be enough for a game. So we go to the bottom of the fifth. 9-0 Giants. So they had a 9-run lead in the last game. They almost blew it. What will they do with a 9-run lead this game? We will see. As did you see, Spencer? Aaron Judge went on the IL today. See how many pitches it takes Robbie Ray this inning. Because there's no walks, Robbie. Just throw strikes, please. We'll find how will Glenn complain about this performance today? That's what I'm thinking. See, I would not have known that the Champions League was for the teams who just won their league. Now, it weren't full of teams that won the league in the lower tiers, though, was it, Spencer? Otherwise, we could have been in it. There's a bull for Nico Horner. I'm only joking, though. As I can't tell, but it looks like it may be starting to rain again in Chicago. So come on, Robbie, let's throw some strikes. as there is a weak ground ball foul. Can't believe Casey Schmidt is just on fire. It's crazy how good he's been. As Horner fouls that pitch off, and it's 2-2. Two-two pitch here. It's a line drive. Devers makes a nice play, and he says he caught it. So that'll be out number one. Lovely play there by Rafi Devers. I thought that was going to be a base hit, but no, Devers with a diving play for the out. And he did catch that, so good play there by Rafi. As here's Pete Crow-Armstrong. He swings at the first pitch. He hits one to left. Casey Schmidt coming in won't be able to make the catch. And that will be a base hit for PCA. Yeah, two more. As here's Bregman. Bregman takes a sinker there at the bottom of the zone. That was a good pitch by Robbie. So Carson Seymour, or Seymour, however you want to say it, he's warming up in the bullpen. And the 0 pitch is high, and it's a 1-0. As Ray fires, and there's a sharp foul ball. I'll be 1-2. So 1-2 here to Bregman. Can the Giants get two more outs here before it starts chucking it down? As there's a Wick Ramble foul. 95 pitches for Ray, so this is definitely his last inning. As the 1-2 pitch is a high fly ball. Foul. Out of play. Oh, really? Pete Crow-Armstrong's mum. Wow. This is why I love you, Spencer, because you just give me so many interesting facts. As there's a ground ball, this could be two. Chapman over to Arise, over to Jevers. Double play, and we're through five, and it's an official game now. As Ray pitches five scoreless innings somehow. Tell you what, you're giving me all the facts about Minnesota as well. They've got a plaque for the stadium in Bloomington. And now, Pete Crow Armstrong's mum was an actress. I would not have known that. Land of 10,000 lakes. Surprisingly, I do not know much. I don't know much about Minnesota, to be honest. I've never. I don't know much. I think I can locate it on a map. It's the north. It's next to Wisconsin and North Dakota. And it's in South Dakota. But I'm not. I'm no Minnesota genius, Spencer. Is it? That's the thing in America. You get some brutal summers and some brutal winters. Whereas over here we complain when it's uh 78 degrees Fahrenheit, we complain. Well, yeah, I know Canada's got the most lakes in the world. As Hobie Milner will come into the game, the lefty, and Jonah Cox is going to pinch it here for Drew Gilbert. I'm a bit surprised they're going to go with the pinch hitter, but they are. As Cox hits a line drive to right field, that one's going to get it down. So Cox has a base hit. So I'm slacking on the very bases today, but leadoff single for Cox. He actually slipped as he was hitting that. But approaches like that is why he batted 400 in the minor leagues this season. As here's Casey Schmidt. He takes a called strike, and it's 0-1. The weather so far has actually done well. It's held off pretty nicely. As we'll see if Jonah Cox decides to steal as a swing and a miss. Milner doesn't look to have the fastest wind up. As Schmidt hits a line drive, that one's going to get over Horn and said that's going to be a base hit. So Schmidt has another base hit, and it's runners at first and second. The offense is just going at it every inning. Constant pressure. Wow. Thank you, Schmitty. That helps me in fantasy. As that will bring up Rafi Devers. Everyone apart from Suzak has a hit. I think everyone last night had a hit as well. So the Giants lineup. The averages, I mean, Arise is batting 220, 329, Schmidt batting 286. Um, Devers is the only one that's struggling, although Devers hits a line drive. That one's going to get down for a base hit. Pete Crow-Armstrong can't pick it up clean as Jonah Cox is going to score. Schmidt's going to get to third. 10-0 Giants as Devers slides into second. Wow, what is going on here with the offense? Get the mercy rule in now. And they bloody I've got to mess around with the scoreboard because they've got double digits as it's 10-0 and Arise is at bat. That'll do. No, it needs to be a bit higher than that. There's 0-2 here to Luis Arise. Well, now they bloody have a graphic for their hitting coach. They weren't doing that when the team was struggling. So 10-0 here to the Giants. Arise is behind 0-2. He takes outside and it's 1-2. If there's any guy you want in this situation, it's Arise as well. The pitching is going to let this team down. Come on, Buster. As Arise hits a high fly ball to left centre field. Pete Crow-Armstrong is going to make the catch. Schmidt's going to tag. Schmidt is going to score. Devers will stay at second though. So it's now 11-0. No mercy. Or maybe the rain will be the mercy for Chicago. No mercy. It's a Dharma swings and misses and it's 0-1. Spencer, I mean, what is going on right now? I thought they would have used up all their runs yesterday when they scored 12. As the Dharmas takes in the dirt. It's 1-1. Did not expect this. As Amaya here is just needing a breather. It'll be, what are they going to do on Schmidt? It's going to be interesting. What are they going to do? Surely they're going to trade a rise here soon. As Willie Adamas hits another high drive to left field, that ball is going to be out of here. Second home run of the game for Willie Adamas. 13-0 Giants. They are having a pool party. What is going on? 13-0 San Francisco. Oh my God. What is going on? I take it. I take it. As Lee comes in. The long balls are flying now. As Lee now gets hit. I don't know if that was intentional. What's the biggest surprise, Spencer? Is it the 13 runs or is it the fact the Cubs have scored 0? That's what I'm trying to figure out. This is bloody embarrassing for Chicago. So 13-0 here. 0-0 count. Who's due up? Is it Eldridge? Yes. Eldridge takes it outside. Eldridge was not happy. Eldridge is not happy with his last bat. We'll see if he can be better this at bat. As that one's in the dirt and it's 2-0. As Eldridge takes outside and it's 3-0. The hit by pitch, it was off speed, Spencer, I think. Let me just double check. It says a strike. Yeah, it was a sweeper, so it probably wasn't on purpose. But you never know. As Eldridge hits a line drive, that's a base hit. That one's going to get down. So Eldridge is going to have his second hit of the game. Yeah, you're right, Spencer. It's probably not intentional. I was probably overreacting in the moment. I was going to get another pitching change here. Well, the Cubs are probably wishing that the rain never left. This game would have been cancelled now. 13 runs on 14 hits. Just 2 hits for the Cubs. You know what? Right, as a pitching change, let's play the song.
When Liam streams your game, it's boom, boom, baseball. High, deep, and never coming back.
So 13-0 here. Be interested to see where their offense is ranking after all these offensive outbursts. Just let's see if they can stay in this over not 13 runs, but like stay in just a winning streak. Yeah, you're gonna get to a third 3 in a row now. Can you win 6 in a row? Can you turn that 6 in a row into 9 out of 10, 15 out of 18, something like that? If you can do that, then this season may not be lost. If they can't do that, then we're definitely heading to being sellers at the deadline. It's pretty simple. Not much more to it than that, really. So here's Ethan Roberts. Actually got a good ERA. It's Matt Chapman took a strike. Has 0-1 here. 2 Chapman is in the dirt. Other runners going to advance. They do not. So they'll stay at first and second. One one to Chapman. That's a sweeper in the dirt. And it's 2-1. The Giants, they were all cold to start the season, and it feels like they're all hot now, apart from really Devers. Even Devers had a double there. As 2 on pitch here to Matt Chapman. There's a high drive, and this ball is not coming back. 16-0 San Francisco's Chapman gets his second home run of the game, and they're all homering today. 16-0. Oh my God, what are we watching? Come on, guys, save them for the bloody important games now. 16-0 here. No mercy. We want 30. We want 30. We want 30. Play the clip.
When Liam streams your game, it's boom, boom, baseball. High, deep, and never coming back.
Right, 16-0 here, and Suzak takes inside, and I'm ready for Glenn to start complaining. He's going to go like, How about you save them for games when we need them? Not when it's 13, think can't hit home run when it's 13, I think. As that one's in the dirt, and it's 2-0 to Suzak. As Suzak takes a strike there, and it's 2-0. Perfect word, Spencer. Unreal. Who is this team? I don't recognise them. Who's this Chapman dude? His powers all of a sudden came? As there's a strike. And, Spencer, I've gotta be honest, uh, if these guys can actually play well and make their contracts not that bad, do you think about trading them now? Can you actually trade them? Can you get rid of Matt Chapman if he's turning it around? Or are they gonna use their no trade clause? That's an interesting thing as well. As Susak swings and misses, there's a second out. So Susak, not a great day for him, but everyone else has got a hit, including Cox, who's gonna come up, and, Giants are batted around again. This is the, 7th time the Giants have hit 5 home runs at Wrigley Field, and the last time that was done was August 15, 1993. As here's Jonah Cox, he takes late. Yeah, hopefully this increases their value a bit, as Cox swings and misses at a hanging sweeper there. I agree. As Willie Adames and Robbie Ray are loving it, Robbie Ray's probably saying, "Guys, you've finally given me run support, it's a miracle." As Cox hits a line drive, that's a base hit for Jonah Cox, his second hit of the game. Amazing. As here's Schmidt. He fouls that one off. Schmidt's 2 for 4 with a home run. Schmidt batting 286, a 541 slugging. The only thing that's stopping his OPS from being even higher is he just doesn't walk. As there's a line drive, that one's going to get down for another base hit for Casey Schmidt. Oh my days. So this inning continues. Says Rafi Devers. Devers is 2 for 4. So I thought Devers was struggling. He's now bloody having a good game as well. So he takes a strike and it's 0-1. Sure, Hunter Mentz is feeling a lot better about himself as well. He's probably thinking, "Oh, maybe I am actually a good hitting coach." As Devers takes a wild swing at a hanging sweeper there, and it's 0-2. I think these players are just super streaking. Right now, they are on a hot streak. As 0-2 to Devers, there's a wild swing. He won't be happy with that one. But the Giants score, was it, how many runs did they score? 6 runs? 8 runs? I'm losing count. 7 runs. Darmus and Chapman hit home runs. The whole lineup's cooking. Um, just can't believe what I'm watching. Bring in Brubaker. Bring in Seymour. Anyway, play the home run song again as the Giants have hit 5.
When Liam streams, you gain it. Boom, boom, baseball. High, deep, and never coming back.
Crazy, crazy game. And this is what makes baseball a crazy, crazy sport. It goes up high, goes down low, up high, down low. Right now the Giants are up high. I mean, Spencer, minus 47 is still terrible though, isn't it? And that's the thing with this team. St- Still not great. No, the funny thing about run differential actually is it's actually one of my favorite stats because if you check the expected win loss before this game, based off the Giants' run differential, it was their exact record. So I actually like run differential. I think it's a good telling of where a team is. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. Say Suzuki's going to lead off. Carson Seymour is in the game as he throws inside and it's 1-0. Carson Seymour, 4.04 ERA to play. It's not terrible for that stadium. As got to throw strikes. It's 2-0. As there's a swing and a miss by Suzuki. Two on pitch here to Suzuki. There's a called strike. The Cubs are not going to challenge it. Be interested to see how many challenges teams use now in a 16, I think, game. I suppose every at bat matters for every hitter. As that pitch is inside and it's a full count. And the 3-2 pitch is high, so that would be a leadoff walk, which, come on, Seymour, don't ruin the party. Can't be walking, guys. 16-run lead. Don't know how many times I'm going to be able to say that. As the Cubs are going to use their bench here. I've got to say, Spencer, by the way, everyone craps on the Giants broadcast, and rightly so, because they make so many mistakes. The Atlanta Braves broadcast is even worse, as here's Ramirez. He takes a strike. The Atlanta Braves broadcast is the worst I've watched. It is absolutely terrible. As the 0-1 pitch here to Ramirez is fouled off. As the 0-2 pitch here to Ramirez is a terrible curveball there, not close, not competitive. And it's 1-2. It's there's a ground ball off Devers' gloves. That one's going to be a base hit. Lee will get to it. Suzuki will get to third. It'll be runners at the corners. Actually, that's going to be a double as Ramirez managed to get to second there. And it's the big fat zero. No, it is runners at the corners. Come on, Giants broadcast. I knew it was going to be runners at the corners. I knew I had it right more than they did. So it's runners at the corners now. As the Giants bullpen is stinking it up again. Azuki takes put in, and it's a 1-0. As there's a base hit by Carson Kelly. That's going to be the first run for the Cubs. 16-1. And the Cubs fans are sarcastically loving it. Come on, bullpen. This isn't good enough. As I've realized, every time I go to a home run, it's still got Milwaukee Stadium in it. I got to change that. As there's a high fly ball. Yeah, sorry, Cox going back on the warning track in front of the ivy. He will make the catch. That will allow the runner to advance to third base. And the wind almost blew that one out. But at this point, you trade the out. That's fine. Giants are fine with that. Up 15. As here is Miguel Amaya. He takes a ball, and it's 1-0. So it's a 1-0 here. There's a ground ball to Chapman. Chapman, he fires it over to Arise. Arise over to Devers. That's another double play for the Giants. So the Cubs just get the one run when it looked like it could have been more. Seymour gets out the jam, just giving up the one. We go to the top of the seventh. 16-1. San Francisco. I got to say, Chapman's been playing nice defense over there as well. A couple of balls taking a little of a nasty hop. So Chapman's definitely the MVP of this game. Imagine you're Willie Adams, 2 home runs, and you're not even the MVP. Because Matt Chapman is, because he's. Do we think they've got enough runs, Spencer? Can this Giants bullpen blow this one? I'm only being sarcastic. They has a team. This is has a team ever came back down 15 or even 16 runs? That's what I'd love to know. Yes. Well, that means it can happen to the Giants then. Oh, you're not sure? As a really, Luis Arise, Flowers tips that one, and it's 0-2. I'm gonna search it up. As the 0-2 pitch here to Luis Arise is fouled off. It remains 0-2. Luis Arise, another good game for him. Really? 13-12. What a game. The, as Arise takes the ball there. The only game I can think of that was like that was, the Mets v. the Giants a few years ago where Jock had 2 or 3 home runs, I think, and they won 12-11. See, this Giants team would not come back from, being down 5 runs, let alone once, but definitely not twice. I should say not once, let alone twice. As a rise, it's a line drive. That one is gonna be a nice play by Bregman. He fires it over to first. Nice play there by Bregman to get the out. Matt Williams homered on the first pitch to win it. I was actually watching a interview, by Matt Williams on 957 The Game last night. So, the world it's a large but small world. As a Giants broadcast, yet again, stinking it up. Because Berrakoto is pinch hitting here for Willy Adames. As he hits a ground ball, Bregman is in play again. He fires it over. That's out number 2. So there's 2 outs now. Here's Jung Lee. He takes down and away. It's 1-0. Yeah, you always just have that feeling. It's weird. Sports is weird. Right? Dan talks about this on his show all the time, right? Don't be afraid to trade your best players if you're going to get something even better back. And the thing about Matt Williams as well, he struggled the first few years, didn't he? He was getting sent up, sent down, and then he finally figured it out. So 2 on here to Jung Hoo Lee. Jung Hoo Lee fouls that one off. Jeff Kent got into the Hall of Fame, didn't he? This year, wasn't it? Or the winter was it the winter meetings he got elected into the Hall of Fame? As Lee hits a ground ball, Bush will flip it to the pitcher. Roberts for the out. Um, so funny, yeah. Even if you know which pitch is coming, you still couldn't hit it. And it's the same with him as third base coach. Even if you told him what the outfielder was going to do, he still didn't know what he was going to do with sending player or not. Yeah, hitting in front of bronze is going to help whoever does. Anyway, 7th inning stretch here on Jolly Good Takes. By the way, we're back, and we've already got an out. I missed that. Sorry. Went to fill up my drink, but there's an out. As there was a little check swing that went straight to Devers. As here is former Giant Michael Conforto now. As Conforto gets a base hit. What is it, Conforto? What is it with Conforto when he faces Giants? He always gets bloody hits. He did it with the Dodgers when he was doing crap. He's done it with the Cubs now. Leave us alone, Michael. As there's a strike. Alcantara is now pitch hitting, so they're clearing the bench. There's a ground ball. Chapman, that's a fair ball. Chapman will throw it across the diamond for the out. Nice play there. Conforto will get to second base. Sorry, it's not Matt Chapman. It's Buddy Kennedy who's checked into the game. So Buddy Kennedy has checked into the game here. As Seymour throws a strike to Bregman, and it's 1-1. So a lot of changes here. Cox is in left, Lee's in centre, Barakoto to right, Kennedy now third, and Schmidt to shortstop. There are the changes, a lot of changes. As Bregman, it's a high fly ball. Cox comes charging in. He takes command, makes the catch to end the inning. So Conforto with a base hit, but nothing else. 16-1 Giants as we go to the top of the eighth. Sixteen one. Yeah. Well, it's because they brought in the new guy, Carson Seymour. So yeah, Spencer, how's Glenn going to complain about this? I've already said he's probably going to go, "Well, the offense, they they don't do it consistently enough." Is that going to be his main complaint? Yeah, he will. I just, I just, I just want them to do well so we can trade them. Because no one's trading for Chapman if he's batting 220 with one home run. Chapman's batting 240 and he hits 20 home runs and he's playing his defense. Well, maybe then you can move on from Chapman, which I think you should do, and play Schmidt at third base. As I thought this game was going to be stop, start with the rain. But so far, it's holding off pretty nicely. As here's Caleb Thielebar, another lefty. He faces Eldridge, and Eldridge takes a wild hack. And it's 0-1. It's 0-2 to Bryce Eldridge. Come on, Brace, Bryce. He takes that sweeper. Good sweeper there. Yeah, I'm surprised. It actually looks quite sunny there. I mean, all the Cubs crowd is left as Eldridge hits a high pop up. Conforto in left will make the catch. You could have just let that one drop, Michael, and let Bryce have another hit. As it is, that's the first out. That'll bring up Buddy Kennedy now. Don't know how long we're going to see Buddy Kennedy up for. We will see though. As we've got a delay here, as Craig cancels coming out. Oh, what are we doing? It's 16-1. What are we discussing now? He's came out and he's discussing something. Anyway, here's Buddy Kennedy. He takes down in, and it's 1-0. There's a bat boy. I didn't see that. I did not see that. As Kennedy swung that, I'm gonna rewind it. I don't see a bat boy, Spencer, but oh, oh, I didn't get the joke, Spencer. I'm sorry. As that pitch is in silence 2-2. Now I get it. My bad. Craig Counsell does look like a bat boy, though. Kennedy pops that one up. Bush will make the catch for the second out. I think if you're Craig Counsell, yes, you're getting paid more money, but you should have stayed at the Brewers. As Gary Pettis, he's had not a lot to do. Well, a lot of high fiving to do today. As Suzak takes it the deck. Can Suzak get on the board with a hit? Suzak fires that one off. 17 hits for the Giants, so 6. Schmidt with 3 hits, Devers with 2 hits, Arise with 2 hits, Adamas with 2 hits, Lee with a hit, Eldridge with 2 hits, Chapman with 2 hits, 8 RBIs for Matt Chapman. As Suzak hits a high fly ball, Conforto will make the catch. That will end the inning. Yeah, he should have stayed at Milwaukee. If he's from Wisconsin as well. Surely the Brewers have been paying him enough. And the way that organization's run. So Cox is batting 375 in a very small sample size. Eldridge up to 293. Ray lowered his ERA to 4.12, but 5 walks to 4 strikeouts. So Suzuki, Ramirez, and Kelly will be coming up. So 16-1. And these are the sort of games where it's like, didn't you have to talk about the baseball? Just, nice relaxing game. Friday night here. It's Seiya Suzuki, he takes high, and it's 1-0. Got any plans for the evening, Spencer? Doing anything nice? As Suzuki hits a high drive to left field, that ball is going to leave the yard. Home run for Seiya Suzuki. 16-2. That's the most important home run he's ever hit. Just relaxing. That was a sinker. Just caught too much just in the slot. That's the way to describe that one. As there's a ball to Ramirez. Hey, kid, may see his team getting losing 16-2 as there's a base hit. At least he caught a home run there, that little Cubs fan. Barakoto is playing first base now as Eric Haas has gone into left field. What is going on with the defense here? So apart from Luis Rise, they've all really changed. And Jung Hoo Lee. Seymour, not been great since he came in, to be honest. Carson Kelly's 2 for 3. So he takes a strike at the bottom of the zone. We haven't even had one challenge today. There you go. No point when it's 16-2, really. And good game by the umpire as well. So that pitch is in the dirt. It's 2-1. Come on, Seymour, you got to be better than this. He's given up 2 runs in 2 innings. As there's a foul ball. And his job is just to make the Giants not use the bullpen again. So 2-2 pitch here. Is a line drive up the middle. Cox will come in. Will make the catch for out number 1. Hard hit ball. Cox is able to make the catch. There's a Chapman and Adames throughout the game, and they're loving it. Look, they've taken a lot of crap, both of them, so they can relax after a good game. As Seymour throws high, and it's 1-0. 1-0 pitch here to Michael Bush is fouled off, and it's 1-1. 5 more outs, and the Giants will get the win. As Bush fouls off that pitch. Seymour, come on, mate. That's outside. It's 2-2. We get a ground ball. We can't get a ground ball, but we get a strikeout. So here's a question, Spencer. Is this going to be the first series the Giants get a sweep? Or are we getting too carried away after one game? Because surely at one point they're going to get a sweep, you would think. 2-0 here to Miguel Meyer. Who's going on the mound tomorrow for the Giants? 3-0 now. Tomorrow it's going to be Landon Roop versus Ben Brown. It's crazy to look at Roop 5 and 6 with a 4.22 ERA. He was doing so good as well as there's a strike. 8 runs against Milwaukee. You're probably right when you say no. As there's a high drive to left field. That ball is going to be off the ivy as Eric Hass is making a meal out of it in left field. So run's going to score as he was 4 and over. It's 16-3 now. As Amaya gets an RBI double. So Seymour not pitching brilliantly. No, I wouldn't think that they would sweep the Cubs, but it's just the law of average. Surely they're due to get a sweep. As there's a ball to Dansby Swanson. One 0 pitch is a drive to right field. Lee will make the catch, and we go to the ninth. It'd be so this Giants team to go and lose the next two. That would sum up the Giants season. We always have to think negative when it comes to this Giants team. What will there be? 13 games under 500? 12 games under 500? Is it 12? 12 games under 500. So Jonah Cox, Casey Schmidt will be due up. They've got 5 hits between them. Just to go over it again, the home runs for the Giants today. Willie Adams has hit 2. Matt Chapman has hit 2. And Casey Schmidt has hit 1. Adames 8 total bases. Arise 3 total bases. Matt Chapman 8 total bases. Jonah Cox 2 total bases. Devers 3 total bases. Eldridge 2 total bases. Gilbert a total base. Lee 2 total bases. And Schmidt 6 total bases. Giants 6 for Spencer. We're 6 for 10 with runner in scoring position. There you go. As a Cox hits a drive to centre field. Cox has got himself a home run. Cox has got his first major league home run. 17-3. San Francisco's MLB home run number 1 for Jonah Cox.
streams, you game it. Boom, boom, baseball. High, deep, and never coming back.
Well, it may have came off a position player. It just that must be a bit of history there. His first hit came off a position player, and then his first home run came off a position player as well. As Schmidt hits a high drive to left field, that ball is gone, and it's 18-3 Giants as they go back to back. Schmidt's second home run in the game. So that's 2 for Schmidt, 2 for Adames, 2 for Chapman. Play the song again.
When Liam streams, you game it. Boom, boom, baseball. High, deep, and never coming back.
Seven home runs for the Giants. So the umpire there, that was a close pitch, not called a strike. As Haas hits a high fly ball, this one's going to be an out. As the catcher there, it makes a good play. That's the most home runs the Giants have ever hit at Wrigley Field. Can you believe it? 18-3. Can we get to 20? As the Rise pops that one up. Spencer, oh my God. Keep beating it, please. As Barracoto is going to record it. So I tell you what, fastball at 46 miles an hour there records the final out of the inning. Let's one more hit on Rihanna. Oh, I get the wrong button.
When Liam streams, you game it. Boom, boom, baseball. High, deep, and never coming back.
So Giants go back to back. Spencer, Larry Bear's wife. $18-3. Hey, what's going on? That song. That was poor from the Giants. Just 2 runs off a position player. As Carson Kelly had a 5-pitch inning there. 18-3. They get the lead back up to 15. That should be enough. Schmidt is 4 for 6. Cox is batting 444. The guy only knows how to hit over 400. Giants scored 21 against the Cards at the Stick in 1988, I think it was. Tell you, they're not wrong. When the wind blows out at Wrigley, expect there to be a lot of runs. Back-to-back games. There's 21. I think we may, yeah, I think we may win this one. As Dylan Smith here is going to come into the game. 3.98 ERA at Sacramento. I mean, I actually don't know who he is, but we'll see. He'll face Conforto, who will probably hit a home run because he always does. So that one's high. 18-3. There's a called strike. That's 1-1. Oh, yeah. So you would have been well happy against the Cardinals to score 21-2. With Candy Maldonado and Will Clark against Ozzie Smith, was it? As 1-2 pitch to Conforto is not close. It's 2-2. Jonah Cox, crazy. 3 for 3 today. 2 hits off a position player in his first week. You know, if I was a pitcher, I would just be acting like we have a 1-run lead and try and pitch through it. As there's a swing and a miss. Not obviously throw strikes, right? But you got to remain competitive. You can't be thinking, oh, I just have to get it over the plate. Another handshake there for Gary Pettis. That's all he's had to do today. As Dylan Smith fires to Alcantara. That one is fouled, and it's 0-2. See, it's all because of Vitello they're winning this one, right? So there's a check swing, but he went around for out number 2. It's always about the manager when we lose, but never when we win. I bet you'll hear no one today talk about, oh, the manager's so good. What a great lineup he put out that helped him score 18. As Dylan Smith fires low there, and it's 1-0. Lord, seeing it as a manager, you take all the criticism and never any praise, really, unless you win the World Series. And your name's Bruce Bochy. There's a strike. It's 1-1. 1-1 pitch here to Bregman is a fair ball. Buddy Kennedy across the diamond. He's going to make the play. That's going to end the game. Giants win 18-3. 7 home runs. 2 by Schmidt, 2 by Adames, 2 by Chapman. Jonah Cox had his first home run. 18-3. That is a slacking. Yes, Spencer. Take care. As one more beat, the home run song. Then the Giants run. Win scene, and then the thank you scene. Thank you, Spencer. Take care.
When Liam streams your game, it's boom, boom, baseball. High, deep, and never coming back. Thank you. See you next time. It was a blast.